What is up, POW fam? Welcome to day 87 of Countdown to FIDE 100. Alright, we're now in the second to the last calendar decade that we're covering in the Countdown to FIDE 100, because how are we going to cover decade 30s when we aren't in the 1930s yet? I mean in 2030s yet. Something like that. But anyway, we're starting things up on a decade 2010s, which is my favorite decade, because for me it's just all of my childhood. I just want to like turn back time. Wish I could turn back time in 2010s, because there's some amazing shows that I've watched when I was a kid, and there was like having like just being a kid. All I can say is I'm I just want to be a kid again. But yeah, I can probably say that I'm a kid at heart, kid at heart. And yeah, I just wanna like I don't know, why am I getting older? I feel like I'm going to sniffle and cry because of being now like I'm now too big and very something like that. I just want to go back to being a kid again. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at this World Championship match. By the way, since 2006, it has been reunified. So this 2006 World Championship game is between the world champion in 2010, Viswanathan Anand, and the challenger, Veselin Topalov. I think that's round 4, and I don't know where did it held. It was there's something like BUL. Oh dear, I just don't know. So yeah, let's take a look at this 32 move game, and we're gonna find things out. Let's begin. Anand starts with d4, and Veselin goes with knight f6, something a bit usual. And then c4, e6, knight f3, d5, g3, d takes c4, bishop g2, bishop b4, bishop d2, a5, queen c2, bishop takes, queen takes c6, a4, b5. Okay, seems interesting to start things off with this, and something like this as well. Well, in the Hammer Carlsen game in 2013, it was knight to e4. And I'd probably say it's a book move right here, it's a book move right here, and I guess if he tries to go, let's see, I'm just gonna like green it, and then this one. So yeah, if he tries to go on here, I'd probably say like queen d, no, not queen d6. Like, let's just say queen d5. That could probably work. f5 is maybe recommendable, but it's just a bit dangerous to castle. Back to b5. The game continues with knight a3, bishop d7, knight e5, knight b5, e4, knight b4, castles, rook f d1. Okay, now I've seen those, but I'd say it makes sense. But better one is d5, bishop e8, rook f d1, queen d6, d takes, queen takes, a takes, bishop takes, b takes, and white is having a slight advantage. But that doesn't make sense for me when I see it. So he gave up the knight. In some cases, you can just give up the knight anyway, or maybe he's gonna go knight f3. As for me, I'm gonna go knight f3, or in case, but it probably I'm gonna go for f4. And if he tries to go f6, I'd say knight. What if I just like probably go back to knight, and then if he tries to go bishop, I'm gonna like move this rook away, just to make sure I need to be aware of this c2 square. So I'd probably say rook f1, and if he's trying to exchange. But what if not? If like takes, and then he takes it, big problem. So one pawn down. So yeah. So after that, d takes c6. Yep, a takes. But since then, he took the bishop at the variation. But I can say that it's like, I know this one can take, it will take the bishop. But I just say like I'm gonna go for here, and then I'd probably go for bishop in this. For now, it's just like, it's probably safe to go for there. And at the same time, if we go bishop h5, we can just like take that rook right there. Back to rook fd1, there's bishop e8, but it says that it's gonna be an equal position after queen b6, d5, rook a7, d takes, knight 4 takes. No, not that, knight takes as well. Queen d6, b takes, knight e takes. Okay. Something like can go here, 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 or here. That's for the queen. I'd say like to avoid the pin, and probably at the same time to grab, like defend the bishop more is like, yep, I can say it's queen b7. So back to bishop e8, the game continues with d5, queen d6, knight g4, queen c5, knight e3, rook, knight 8 a6, d takes, b takes, knight a takes, bishop takes, rook ac1, h6, knight e6, queen a7, knight g4, rook ad8, knight takes, g takes, which seems a bad move. Or a blunder? I think it's a blunder, I can say. But I just don't understand. I've got the feeling, but so wait, stop. Okay. Okay. This is what I don't. Okay, now I understand. There's actually, I just realized that there was a knight right there. Like he's gonna like take it. I forgot about that. So bishop, rook, a, h. Okay. So knight check, giving up the knight. But g takes h6 is a bad move. So king h7, I could say knight g4, f6, rook c4, bishop e5, rook c3, bishop c6, e5, bishop takes, and white would have been better here. So after g takes h6, there's queen takes, and definitely white is winning here. So it's like, I can say it's a blunder or something, but I don't know. So f6, e5, and then it just crumbling for Veselin Topalov with bishop takes g2. Yeah, I can just like go for queen g7 to just for the exchange, and then bishop f takes, bishop king f6, and knight e4. But I just don't know. Just give the bishop, but people are like gonna go for knight, but that's gonna be a bad idea as well because he has to give up the knight. So it's probably like an equal position at least, because you know Anand just like sacrificed the knight on h6 earlier. So let's find out how it ended. E takes f6, rook takes, bishop e4, rook takes, knight e3, rook c2, queen h7, f7, queen takes, queen f5, and rook e7. And here, Veselin Topalov resigned. Eventually, Vishy-Veselin won the 2010 World Championship. If the game would have been continued after rook e7, so queen f7, queen g5, king h8, rook takes, queen h8. No, not there. And that's how it ended. Checkmate in the next move, probably. There's no more next move, like if it goes here, it's checkmate. Alright. So yeah, that's an exciting game that we've seen in the 2010 match. Like people are always looking forward at the World Championship match with the Indians' first Grandmaster Viswanathan just like being on top about it. Alright, let's conclude it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and become a Patreon member at patreon.com/PaulPower. And I'll see you tomorrow at to cover another year on my favorite decade here at the Countdown to Video 100.